Yo, how are we doing, Taylin? Josh, how you guys doing? What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm gonna put a comment. We're doing something different for the wall. What's up, Ben? Gideon, how you doing? Can I do the hardest trick? Boom. First try. Maybe it isn't my hardest trick anymore, I don't know. What's up, Jovan? Change your name to A0. Alright, well, what's up, A0? What is the yo-yo trick that is weird? What? There are a lot of weird yo-yo tricks. Yo, Bongo with the $2 dono. You're gonna be the first name on our wall today. Might have to write small, I don't know. Name on the wall is 1/5 of the price of what it usually is, so I really have no idea. $1 equals name on wall. Guys, everyone say W Bongo in the chat. Thanks for the tips on hand back with Brent Stoll. Let's go. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by the stream, and congrats on hitting it. Or did you? I'm assuming you hit it. If you're saying that, hopefully. If not, you're probably getting closer. What's up, Alexis? Thank you for telling me about 5 tricks. No worries, Ben. What's up, Yassine? You haven't yo-yoed in 2 months? Why? You should yo-yo. You should yo-yo, in fact. When did you get into yo-yoing? Back in 2013 for me. What's up, Levi? You're from the generation that had yo-yos taken away in our schools in the 90s. You know what's funny is I'm an early 2000s kid. And yo-yos were actually banned in my school for everybody except for me. So that was pretty fun. How'd you get into yo-yoing? There was a class in my local library where there's some people teaching people how to yo-yo. So it was actually a national yo-yo champion as well as a world champion. Both teaching some kids how to yo-yo at my library, and I went and I ended up loving it. It's kind of where I got started, and I've been yo-yoing ever since then. How old were you when you started? I was almost 9 years old when I started. Using orange string, I am. Yellow string. How many broken fingers? None, thankfully. At least not yet. I have not gotten any yet. Let's not jinx that, though. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, you're making the Easter Bunny cry. That is true. Bongo is like 30 or 23. Not gonna lie. What? That is so specific. 2 different numbers that are 7 years difference. That's a big difference. Yo, what's up, Evan? Autocorrect. I still have your spotlight strings. I never use one. I never use one except for one. Yo, wait, why haven't you used them? Is it just because you haven't been yo-yoing? You didn't want to waste them. Tips for a horizontal gorilla hop you could land it vertically. Okay, so, I mean, doing that trick vertically, the big key is to turn your body towards your throw hand side. So if you're right-handed, turn your body to the right just a little bit, and that will help kind of angle it. And then make sure that you also want to like watch where the yo-yo is going and make sure the string is lined up with the gap of the yo-yo. You have a broken yo-yo? I have some broken yo-yos in my closet. Bro, what is that trick? Why do you want to live stream? I just find it fun. It's fun talking to you guys, hanging out, yo-yoing. Also now it's kind of like I'm on a 5-month streak, so I can't just stop now, you know? I've gone live every day since the middle of November. Ooh. What's up, Andy? How you doing? Elements for an Eli hop combo. I mean, you can try different variations. Like, start by trying different directions. So, off to the right, off to the left, straight up. You could do behind the arm. You could do an inverted behind the other arm, like that. Those are kind of the main ones I like for starting out with an Eli hop combo. Videos relieve my anxiety. I'm very glad to hear that. I think yo-yos are a great stress reducer. Yo, if you guys could do me a big favor, share the live with some friends, because it looks like YouTube doesn't want to push out this live to the people that usually see the live. So, if you guys would be able to help me out, I would greatly appreciate if you shared live with some people. This is mesmerizing. I appreciate that, Levi. Yo, make sure you're subscribed as well if you are enjoying the live, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to figure out what is different about this live. Like, why is it just not getting shown to people that subscribe to me? We got 47,000 people that subscribe to watch live streams. But then YouTube shows it to only 11 people. I mean, it's still fun hanging out with you guys, but I wish YouTube would, like, actually show it to the people that want to see it, you know? There are a lot more than 7 people that want to watch this live stream right now. I know that for a fact. Random, you spelt my name? What? Your dad likes my videos? Glad to hear that. Let's go. Yo, W Annie's dad. having a sale on the wall space today. I'm in. It is $1 to get your name on the wall today. That is true. $1 equals name on wall. Jerry, let's go. Yo, guys, everyone say W Jerry in the chat. W Jerry in the chat. Alright, Jerry's on the wall. Thank you, thank you. Dude, rancid milk. What's up? What's up, Keith? Ow. Should I fill the wall with just my name? I mean, if you want. But other people could also prevent you from doing that if they do it first. Yo, if you guys could do me a big favor, share the live for me. I just don't know why YouTube is not showing the live to people that have their notifications on. Right off the bat on the live, we had a couple people say, oh, I just went to your page to see if you were live. I'm like, bro, they're the YouTube notifications for a reason. They're not giving them to people. So, thank you guys all for stopping by. But if you can, greatly appreciate the support if you're able to share the live with some friends. My big goal here is to try to get some more people seeing modern yo-yoing. Hopefully get some people into yo-yoing as well. What's up, Adam? Did you take classes or were you self-taught? I learned everything on my own, but I know, like, if I were to, like, have, like, structured yo-yo, like, if I had, like, structured yo-yo classes when I was younger, I would have improved so much faster. It's crazy. Because, like, I had to learn everything on my own. Back when I was learning, I was considered, like, a really fast learner for how fast I learned, and also for, like, most of what I learned being, like, self-taught, just watching videos. But nowadays, like, yo-yo lessons are a thing. Like, I offer yo-yo lessons, for example, and the people who take yo-yo lessons are just insanely fast at learning, and those people usually just end up improving at such a fast pace. Like, no one 10 years ago was getting even close to that level of progression that fast. Major brands, I mean, the one I use is Yo-Yo Factory, company that sponsors me. They make this yo-yo. This is actually my signature yo-yo with Yo-Yo Factory. Or one of my signature yo-yos, at least. Flying a plane while watching, isn't that a little bit dangerous? Isn't that just a little bit distracting, maybe? Be safe, please. I don't want to be the reason for a plane to crash. How old were you when you got sponsored? I first got sponsored by Yo-Yo Factory when I was, what, 14, I think? Yeah, I think 14. RC plane, okay. I thought you meant, like, an actual plane, like you were a pilot, and I was like, oh no. Imagine. Although I think a lot of times, like, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure pilots on, like, actual planes, a lot of times they don't have to actually be, like, fully focused on being a pilot. Like, I think sometimes they could just, I mean, you could just put it on autopilot a lot of the time, as far as I know. Your 5A tricks are insane. Bongo, yeah, that is true. Bongo is the GOAT. Ooh, I love that trick. Bro, what is up with this stream? Is YouTube glitching or what? What's up, Dominic C? What's up, Ahmed? What is going on with that trick? Yo, guys, the wall deal is 1/5 of what it usually is. $1 to get your name on the wall, just like Bongo and Jerry. You'll be drinking Mountain Dew while you live stream? What? Wait, you're drinking Mountain Dew, or are you saying I should drink Mountain Dew? Stream times are now 1 hour in front. Are you saying like 1 hour later? Or 1 hour? I'm doing lives just around the same time every day. Either 6 or 7. Gideon says you. Oh, you're saying I should drink Mountain Dew while going live? Why? I actually think Mountain Dew is pretty gross, not gonna lie. I don't like it. Quit drinking Mountain Dew a week ago. Nice. Mountain Dew is gross. Parker, I'm not the one to ask for tips about having a life. All I do is yo-yo. Sprite is goat. Debatable. No, Sprite's not bad, but it's still not my favorite. Like, I would prefer water over Sprite. You got a new phone case? Nice. Is it like a themed phone case or just like a solid color one? I've always preferred just solid color phone cases. Waiter, I don't know what that yo-yo is, to be honest. Do a 5.6 hook. What is that? Yeah, waiters. I'm sorry, but I've never tried that yo-yo. It's hard to say. I know how hard it is to promote unpopular hobbies. What? Yo-yo is not like... I mean, it's a small hobby, but I wouldn't say it's unpopular. How do you do the gerbil? So you start with you go into a trapeze. You're going to turn your body towards your non-throw hand side. So if you're right-handed, turn to your left, and then you're going to push the string into, or you're going to push your hand into the string and let it flip over towards yourself. Then you go into a double on trapeze, so you basically do a trapeze on the trapeze. You roll off, and then you're going to do the reverse, so this is like a brain twister. You're pushing into the string, rolling it over, and then you're going to roll over your other finger onto the string, roll off, and then really the last step, it's going to be basically like going onto a double on trapeze again, but you roll off the front, and then you land on the trapeze. Then you're going to unroll, 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 and bind, just like that. You can go back and watch that again if you need to remember the steps, but that's the basic idea of it. Where all the viewers, YouTube must be glitching. I have no idea, to be honest. 13 people, I can't get a response. All I see is you putting a question mark in the chat. Like, I don't know what a question mark means. Like, what is that? How do I answer a question mark? Unless you ask something else. That's all I see from you is a question mark. Feel free to ask the question again and I can answer it. Bro, yeah, what is up with this? Wait, I checked my notifications the other day, or my analytics. I have, I think, 45,000 people who have notifications turned on my channel to get notified for my lives. But this just proves YouTube's not notifying those people. This is a little strange to me, but it is what it is. Alright, what's up, A.Yo-Yo Master? Ahmed, we're not going into that on the stream, sorry. Anyone having problems with the stream? I don't know. On my end, the stream doesn't look like it's lagging or anything. It's just like unusually low activity, which could just be like a YouTube algorithm thing. I don't know. More entertaining than 99% of America's Got Talent contestants. Bro, that's funny. I don't know. No, there are some very unique acts on AGT, I gotta say. It's doing something strange, not sure if it's just my end, but it's restarting at the beginning of the live. That is really weird. Don't know why it would do that. Yo, Bongo with the gift. Thank you so much for the Easter basket. Let's go. Yo, guys, everyone say W Bongo. My friend's yo-yo isn't working, his yo-yo won't bind. What yo-yo is it? And are there any other, like, thing? Because it's really hard to say what the issue might be unless, like, there's a little bit more of a description on, like, what yo-yo it is, how long he's been yo-yoing, how he's trying to do the bind, stuff like that. What's up, VR Credit? How you doing? Hi, Natalie. Say, what's wrong? What do you mean? What about the Eli hop that people do where it goes around the throw hand arm? Around the throw hand arm, are you talking about, like, that? That one? Are you allowed to have a black string for competitions? Of course. You can use any color of yo-yo, any color of yo-yo string. The main thing is just they advise against, using, like, darker colors of yo-yo string just because usually they have a black backdrop at yo-yo contests. So they want, like, usually they want you to use really bright strings so it's easier for the judges to see. But other than that, I mean, you can use whatever yo-yo and string you want. It's just a matter of if you want the judges to be able to see what you're doing, which obviously most people do want the judges to be able to see the tricks they're doing, right? So that's why people don't really use like black strings or purple strings or like dark blue strings. No one really uses those for that reason. No, he's doing the bind right. I don't know what's happening. If he's using a $10 yo-yo, that's probably the issue. $10 yo-yos are not going to be, like, I can't think of a single $10 yo-yo that would be good for doing unresponsive, as of right now at least. So it's probably just a yo-yo with like an inconsistent response system, or maybe the bearing isn't good. It could be that too. It's really hard to say though. The bind the Mir did behind the back horizontal, or the Eli hop. Oh, this trick? That one? Or a different trick? How many yo-yos do you have? I have a lot, Steely. I've been yo-yoing for over a decade, almost 12 years actually, and I've been collecting yo-yos for that whole time pretty much. So I actually have a yo-yo collection video on my YouTube channel. If you're interested in checking that out, you can go check out where I count up all my yo-yos and count up the whole value of my collection as well. Screen looks normal again, not sure what happened. That is weird for sure. Nice. Only 20 people watching? I don't know. It was like 7 for a while. I don't know. I really have no idea what's up with that, but it is what it is. Where's the craziest place you have yo-yoed? I love that question, actually. There are a couple contenders. Okay, let me think. I have yo-yoed. Where have I yo-yoed? Where are the craziest places? I've yo-yoed on a boat in the middle of a remote jungle in Indonesia while going over crocodiles in the boat. That's one. Second craziest place I've yo-yoed. I've yo-yoed 40,000 feet in the air on an airplane. Where else? I've yo-yoed inside of an active volcano in Iceland. That's another one. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Where else have I yo-yoed that's like really crazy? I don't even know. Indonesia boat is crazy. Yeah, it's like I took a 3-day river cruise in Indonesia. That's where, if you guys ever saw the video where I did the DNA for a wild orangutan, like I did the DNA yo-yo trick for an orangutan in the wild. That was where that video was filmed. Where should I buy an off-string yo-yo? I actually have them for sale on my website, hunteryoyos.com if you're interested in that. Have you competed out of the country? Good question. So yeah, so all the times I've competed outside of the US have been for the World Yo-Yo Contest. So the 2017 World Yo-Yo Contest was my first time competing internationally, and that was in Iceland. So 2017, went to Iceland. 2018, I went to China. And then 2019 was in the US. 2020, 2021, 2022, those didn't happen because of COVID. And then 2023, I went to Japan. 2024 was back in the US. And then 2025, this year, I'm going to Czech Republic for the World Yo-Yo Contest. All right, let's see, what other questions we got? Poppin' fresh, I could teach that in a sec. How do you do the mirror hop? Okay, that one's actually like a lot harder, not horizontal than it is horizontal. Like this trick actually becomes easier when it's done horizontal. What's up, Lily? Does every single movement have a name or just complex ones? Mainly just the complex tricks. Or no. Actually, usually, never mind. It's usually the opposite. Usually the more basic tricks are the ones that have names, and then every once in a while people name the complex tricks as well. But there are just so many of those like complex yo-yo tricks that exist that like there are more. What I always like to say is there are more yo-yo tricks than there are words in the English language, because I do think that is true actually. See ya, Dominic. See, no worries. Supreme, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, poppin' fresh. The way you're gonna do this, you go into split bottom mount. You can find tutorials for that on YouTube if you don't already know how to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna bring the yo-yo forward into the string, and at the same time, you're gonna move this front hand to the back. Just like that. You're gonna move this back hand over the top of everything, and then all the way under the yo-yo, so the string is gonna go back into the yo-yo. So again, you're here, roll forward, bring this hand all the way around, back into the gap of the yo-yo. So you're here, and then you're going to pop the yo-yo up, and you're going to uncross your hands. So you're going to move your throw hand towards you as you pop the yo-yo up. Then you're going to do the exact opposite of that. So you're going to pop it up, move while the yo-yo's up in the air, you're going to move your throw hand forward, away from your body. Then you just repeat that, just like that. Yo, what's up, Hunter? Thanos fan, how you doing? Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. What is a move you'd pull to wow someone who doesn't really know about this craft? The main one is called the DNA yo-yo trick. This is the one that people that don't yo-yo, this is usually their favorite trick. The one that's on my shirt as well. Sorry, I can't do free yo-yos, unfortunately, but you can get a yo-yo at hunteryoyos.com if you're interested. I would recommend either the intro pack or the level up pack. Usually I recommend the level up pack just because it's going to come with actually a beginner yo-yo and an advanced yo-yo, so it's going to make it a lot easier to progress fast. The first yo-yo trick you created, does it have a name? Does not have a name, but I do actually remember it. I think it was... What was it? Yeah, that's it. This is my very first yo-yo trick I ever made. I went here, here, here. Eiffel Tower. You ship worldwide? Unfortunately, right now, I don't. I ship to just the US and Canada, but I am working to try to figure out some ways that I can ship to more places. I'm just not sure how easy it'll be. Is the yo-yo you're using right now available on that website? Not yet, because this is actually an unreleased yo-yo, but this one will be available fairly soon. Probably, hopefully within the next month, we will see, but no promises on that. What trick gave you the most trouble learning it? You're asking some good questions. Okay, what is, I don't know, I always forget about the tricks that give me trouble, because those are usually the ones I just get annoyed by, and then just try to forget about how annoying they were to learn. I would say one trick that I found really hard to learn was just this trick. It's called the chopstick. It's like a type of trick that a bunch of tricks are based off of, where the yo-yo goes between your fingers. And the reason it was so hard for me is because I was trying to learn that when I was really young, so my hands were tiny, and I was using a big yo-yo, so it was like really hard to get it to land between my fingers. Do the basketball. Where can I find a yo-yo like the one you're using right now? So this one is unavailable because this is an unreleased yo-yo. It will release hopefully in another month. But there are some similar options. Like this one's called the Starlight prototype. This one is actually sold out worldwide as well. But one that you could get if you want the most similar yo-yo to that would be where do we have one? Right here. This is called the Moonlight yo-yo. This is another one of my signature yo-yos. You can pick this one up actually at hunteryoyos.com. But this is a very high-end yo-yo, so I wouldn't recommend this if you were like brand new to yo-yoing. It is also a more expensive one. Yo, Kataru, nice. How much are they? So those ones that I just showed you, the Moonlight, this one is a $100 yo-yo. So these are the pricey ones because it's a very high-end premium yo-yo. Has these stainless steel rims which make it spin a lot longer than the average yo-yo. So that's kind of why I wouldn't recommend those for like a newer yo-yoer. Is Spotlight Ultra considered a high-end yo-yo? I would say yes, but not as high-end as like a Bimetal for the most part. Because like Bimetals are just designed to be as premium as possible, and they're gonna end up being more expensive as well. The Spotlight Ultra certainly plays like a premium yo-yo, but it is also on the less expensive end compared to like other premium yo-yo options. Like a lot of them are $150+, but Spotlight Ultra is significantly less expensive, but still will be able to do the same stuff. Tips on starting a yo-yo YouTube channel? I mean, probably just, I always thought a cool concept for a channel that I know a lot of people already do is like trying to document your progress as a yo-yoer. And even if other people are doing it, I think it's fine because like everyone's process of getting better at yo-yo is going to be different. Like everyone's learning things in different orders, learning in different ways, different paces, stuff like that. So I mean like, I always think it's cool seeing people document their process learning. That might be a good way to start, and then you can like move into other more like, I don't know, more unique types of content, I guess. Marks, I do know him. What's your most expensive yo-yo? I got 4 different titanium yo-yos that are all quite a lot of money. Do the basketball trick. Trick that took me the longest to learn, I really have no idea. I do think a couple minutes ago, I said I think it was the chopstick, but I don't know if that's actually true. Show you the Eiffel Tower. Guys, is the stream lagging for you? Because it's lagging on my end. Yo, Bowtie VR with the $1 donation. Thank you so much. You were going up on the wall. Thank you, Bowtie. Thank you, thank you. Guys, any $1 donation today is going up on the wall. It is lagging for you, dang. Any trick that made you skip and go back to it? Many tricks actually, yeah. There are a lot of tricks where if I didn't get them in like a few tries, I would just get frustrated and try another trick. And then I eventually realized that like pretty much every trick is gonna take a while to learn. At least after you get past the initial basics. Like some of the beginner things, depending on how fast you are at learning, you can learn some of them like first or second try. Also depending on like how good you are with hand-eye coordination. The best yo-yo athlete? Depends who you ask, but I mean, according to the World Yo-Yo Contest, I'm currently ranked 3rd in the world, but like, a lot of people don't consider contests the best way of measuring skill either. Like, it kind of just depends on what you think is the best at yo-yoing. Like, so, some people think the best yo-yoer is the person that makes tricks look the coolest. Some people think it's the person with the hardest tricks. Some people think it's the person that can do yo-yoing the fastest. Some people think it's whoever has the most creative yo-yo tricks. All those kind of things, like, it really just depends on what you think is valued as the best. You know what I mean? Yo, what's up? Cross me out. The lagging for anyone else? It's lagging on my end as well. Really got into yo-yoing about 4 weeks ago. So far, have a Shutter, Bullseye, North Star, Torque, Origin, Fireball, and a cheap magic yo-yo. That is a lot of yo-yos for 4 weeks of yo-yoing. You're gonna have yourself a very big yo-yo collection soon, I think. Yo, by the way, Kataro, I actually do have an online yo-yo store. So I know you're saying you went to Yo-Yo Factory. If you ever, I'm not sure how far you live away from Yo-Yo Factory, but if you ever want to be able to get stuff online as well, I do have an online shop, which does help my YouTube channel as well. I try to carry everything that Yo-Yo Factory carries as well. Highest dono I've gotten in a single donation was 500. What do you think about magnesium yo-yos? I think that's kind of just like, I don't think it adds to performance necessarily, but it's kind of just one of those things that's like done as a statement to say, yes, this yo-yo is very high-end and fancy. Same way a rich celebrity might just put like diamonds on their toilet just for the sole purpose of saying, yeah, I'm rich. It's kind of that same thing, but in the form of a yo-yo. You convince your dad to try the intro pack for yo-yoing. Let's go, cross me out. Hope you enjoy it. Can you do a skybind? There you go. Wait, new trick. New trick alert. Oh, wait. So far, I love the bullseye. The rest, I don't know. Yeah, I think bullseye is definitely a great yo-yo when you're starting out, especially since it's actually like pretty stable for how inexpensive it is. That is a really good yo-yo, especially because it can do the finger spin as well. Like you can do DNAs. How to do the skybind? So you start with a breakaway throw. Make sure you throw really hard, and then you're going to put your pointer finger underneath the string, just like this. And then you're going to toss the yo-yo upwards, and you want it to try to hit this string right here. See how the gap of the yo-yo is hitting the string as it comes upwards? What you want to do is you want the yo-yo to hit the string really close to your throw hand. So really close to this hand. You want the yo-yo to get really close to that hand up against the string. And then as it's shooting upwards, you're going to let go of your other hand. Just like that. Go to an amateur yo-yo contest. That's so mean, though. That is so mean. You know what, though? Maybe as an April Fool's joke or something, I could do that and then tell them to not count my score. I don't know if that's allowed. What makes a traditional yo-yo responsive but not the unresponsive one? So it's usually, there are a couple different things. So usually the unresponsive yo-yos, the way they get unresponsive yo-yos to not come back when you just tug on the string is they tend to make the gap wider, and by doing that they also get a bigger bearing. So the bearing itself is wider, the gap of the yo-yo is wider, and then that just helps it so the yo-yo doesn't catch on the sides of the yo-yo, or the string doesn't catch on the sides of the yo-yo and make it wind up as much. That's why with an unresponsive yo-yo, you have to bind, and you need to be able to get the string to contact those little rubber response pads inside of the yo-yo, which get it back to your hand. But with like a more beginner yo-yo that's going to come back to your hand, like this, for example, is an example of a responsive yo-yo. You can see that the gap of the yo-yo is a lot smaller, so literally just tugging on the string is enough because the string's already able to touch the sides of the yo-yo. So that's how you're able to get it back to your hand. But like, look at the difference in the gap of these two yo-yos. Like the gap where the bearing is, it's just way wider on a more modern, unresponsive yo-yo. Dang, that's a wide yo-yo it is. This is gonna be your new favorite yo-yo when it releases, Kataro. What's up, Pookraj? How you doing? Eclipse plays. Slap 1.5 mount. Do you mean like this trick? What's up, Marquitos? How you doing? Give him a sec. Oh yeah, yeah. Please don't copy and paste the same thing. It took me like 10 seconds to read your comment, so yeah. Give me a chance to read it, and then if you see that I full on missed it, go ahead and ask it again. Sorry, I'm just new to stream. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Yeah, we do have a no spamming rule, so just, I know you weren't actually spamming, but a lot of times when people copy and paste the same, I get so used to people, like, when they copy and paste it once, a lot of people end up just doing it like 20 times, and I just wanted to warn you in case that was what was happening, because I really don't like to have to time people out on the stream. First time watching, let's go. Bruh, that trick is so hard. cheapest yo-yo I own is a $1 yo-yo, which I do not recommend. That yo-yo is really bad, actually. Do you know any kendama tricks? I can really only do like the bare bones basics. Like I can do a spike, big cup, small cup, base cup. That's about it. I can do airplane as well. I think that's what it's called. That's about all I know in a kendama, though. And I'm not consistent at most of those. Do you recommend 9 Dragons? As like, in terms of yo-yo playability, I would say no. But in terms of like uniqueness and having like a novelty, cool, fun yo-yo to play with, yes, 100%. So if you're looking for like a unique addition to your yo-yo collection, I would go for 9 Dragons over anything else pretty much. But if you're looking for like the best performance in a yo-yo, then I wouldn't recommend it. Does that make sense? What's up, BDG? I'll get one. Alright, nice. Yeah, it is a really fun one. If you're looking for like something cool, just because like you can't do this with any other yo-yo, you know? Like you could just let it rest in your hand. Is it possible to rock the baby one-handed? I don't think so. I haven't thought about it. I mean, I guess if you count this as a rock the baby, that's the only way I can think of doing it. Are you going to compete in Worlds 2025? I am, in fact. Are you going, Red Yo-Yo? I just bought my first unresponsive metal yo-yo. What are the initial tricks I can learn? I would go for, start with the bind. That's the first thing you want to learn for sure. Learn the bind, learn trapeze and his brother, double or nothing. I would say those should be like the first tricks you learn. Most expensive yo-yo I own? I own some titanium yo-yos, which are pretty expensive. You can actually see basically my entire yo-yo collection as of a few months ago. I posted a long-form YouTube video showing my yo-yo collection if you're interested in checking that out. What's up, Noel? How you doing? Should I buy 9 Dragons? All up to you. I mean, just like I was saying to the other person, it really just depends on whether you want like a good performing yo-yo or if you want a fun novelty yo-yo. Because like in terms of performance, something like a Spotlight Ultra or a Moonlight will treat you a lot better. But they'll come short of the Nine Dragons in terms of like uniqueness, because they're more of like a standard competition yo-yo. New people come to Tutorial Tuesday live streams. That is true. I do Tutorial Tuesday live streams every Tuesday, obviously. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. EST. What's up, cool dog? My favorite yo-yo is this one I'm using. Do not get it as your main yo-yo. It'll be terrible to learn with. If you're talking about Nine Dragons, I definitely agree. Yeah, Nine Dragons is really just as a fun novelty yo-yo is its main purpose. Make Tutorial Tuesday a weekly holiday. I mean, I'm already doing it weekly. Every Tuesday. At least for the time being. We'll see how it goes. People have been enjoying the Tutorial Tuesdays though, so I'll probably continue them until people don't want them anymore. Or if people just don't care as much anymore, maybe we'll slow it down. But I don't know. Can you do Eiffel Tower? Can you please play with that one yo-yo you put snacks in? Where do I have it? Right over here. This yo-yo. I love this thing. Is your stream schedule posted somewhere? I don't actually have a stream schedule for like my main live streams. I go live every single day, usually sometime in the second half of the day. But on Tuesdays, my Tutorial Tuesday live streams are always going to be 9 p.m. EST. The sound of this yo-yo is so interesting. This yo-yo is so funny. Do walk the dog? Yeah, speaking of novelty yo-yos, this is another fun novelty yo-yo. Looking to buy a yo-yo, what do you recommend? I have the Spotlight Ultra and the Moonlight already. Okay, in that case, I would go for, maybe I would actually recommend the Nine Dragons to you in that case, if you want something unique. Nine Dragons is a fun, unique yo-yo. We've been talking about it with a couple people on the stream so far. I can show you that one real quick if you aren't here for that. It's this yo-yo that has shells on it, so you're able to grab the shells while it's spinning. It can like spin in your hand like a gyroscope thing. It works better on like the floor than on your hand, but you could do it on either. And then you can do like, in the middle of tricks, here, let me actually put this on my finger. In the middle of tricks, you can just grab the yo-yo, throw it up in the air. So this is a fun novelty one, for sure. It's really fun. Yeah, but I mean, if you already have like Spotlight Ultra, Moonlight, something like a unique yo-yo like that is always good. Always fun to have something like that. The Excel Origin, I don't know if I've heard that. I feel it sounds familiar. Fun novelty yo-yos to buy that aren't that expensive. I don't know. I mean, they're all kind of expensive. Nine Dragons is expensive. This one right here isn't that expensive, but you have to order them from Japan, so it's just gonna end up being expensive shipping for you. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's like an inexpensive novelty yo-yo. I mean, Mighty Flea's probably the least expensive one at $65, and that's definitely a fun one to play with. Is the top secret yo-yo still top secret? For now, yeah. You want a Terraria, not even to play with. Do you play Terraria? Is that why? I'm guessing. Do the DNA. Shoot, I wanted to get that one for one of my cousin's kids. He'd get a kick out of it. Wait, which one? Are you talking about this yo-yo? This one's so funny. Like, I just love the look of this thing, but they're not the easiest to come by in the US as far as I know. I bought it in the initial launch at the World Yo-Yo Contest. What's up, Kawa? Onion. You wanna see the onion trick? Bruh. Boom, there we go. DNA on my head. I'm gonna get some more water. I think I've been forgetting to drink water lately. Yeah, I mean, if you want a fun novelty yo-yo at the lowest price, I mean, it's gonna be either 9 Dragons or, yeah, 9 Dragons or Mighty Flea. Jerry with another $2 donation, thank you so much. Yo, guys, W Jerry in the chat. W Jerry. W Jerry in the chat. Is that a Rubik's Cube in the background? It is, yep. Jerry has earned 3 more boxes of cheese. What? What does that even mean? What's up, John? Please don't spam. Hello? Am I muted? You are not muted. Yo, Lily, let's go. Thank you for the $1 donation. Guys, if anyone else here wants to get their name on the wall, just a $1 dono. $1 dono is all you need. There we go. I think they want Godspeed. I don't want to rip up my hands though. If I do that, I'm not going to be able to yo-yo for the next week. I was trying to get my name on the wall with a bunch in a row and Lily ruined it. And W Lily though. W Lily in the chat. Hi Malia. How you doing? What's up? I'm Yo. Lily again. Yo, thank you so much. Guys, everyone say W Lily. W Lily in the chat, guys. There we go. Jerry, yo, thank you so much as well. Guys, everyone say W Jerry. W donors. W donors. There we go. Yo, Lily, Jerry, bro. Lily and Jerry, thank you guys so much. W's. we go. Let's go. Is it starting to become a competition? It might be. What's up, Elisa? Bro, you guys aren't even letting me yo-yo. Jerry, thank you so much. All right. You finally responded to me after 82. King VR, keep in mind, not every comment is something I want to reply to. You gotta ask the questions that I want to answer, you know? I'm not replying to every single comment, but I'll reply to the ones that either have interesting answers or the ones I want to reply to for whatever reason. I'm not gonna answer everyone. But yo, Zane with another dono, guys. You guys are killing it. Thank you, Zane. W Zane in the chat. And VR credit. Bro, you guys are not letting me yo-yo. Thank you, VR credit. Thank you. Bro. You guys need to, like, let me yo-yo. Don't donate. Bro, you know what scares me? Is someone could just do, like, $51 donations in a row, and I just wouldn't be able to yo-yo because I'd be busy writing names on the wall. I missed Jerry's third one, did I? Wait. So we had Zane, VR credit, and then another one from Jerry. Another one from Jerry. There we go. Let's go. Wait, is that 2 from Jerry? Bro, how am I ever gonna have time to yo-yo? You guys are insane. You guys are insane. What's up, Hacked One? Jody, how you doing? Do you see my question? I don't think I remember seeing your name in the chat, so if you're gonna ask me again, go ahead. But yeah, I've been kind of busy writing names on the wall. Yo, Jerry, thank you so much. Thank you. There we go. Bro, guys, I wouldn't have time to yo-yo. If you guys keep donating, I'm never gonna yo-yo. How old were you started? I'm 16 and just started. Okay, yeah, I started when I was 8, almost 9. But I mean, it's never too late to start. I know people in their 70s that yo-yo. So, I mean, it's never too late. Are those all yo-yos behind you? Because if I did the math right, they're 112. Yes, there's a Rubik's Cube here, so actually 111 on this shelf, but I do have a lot more yo-yos other than that as well. You think you remember playing with the yo-yo as a kid? Do you know who Crafty is? I do not. That sounds like an online username of a yo-yoer probably, but I don't know who it is. I've never heard of them. Yo, what's up, Sam? Thank you for the compliment. Can I give you a sneak peek of my world's routine? Sure. Okay, so one part of it, I actually go like this. I throw the yo-yo. That's part of my routine. Are you professional and global? I'm currently ranked 3rd in the world. What's up, Hector? Sergio? Can't donate, sorry. No worries. I mean, you guys don't have to. It's only if you want to and are able to. They're like World Championship. Yeah, so it's officially called the World Yo-Yo Contest and happens every year, sometime around August usually. This year, I think it might actually be end of July this year. I can't remember. It's 5A judged differently than 1A. It is pretty complicated at the way. 5A, I think, is probably the most confusing style of yo-yo to learn how to judge in competitions. Can you show us the top secret yo-yo? Do you ever play random song and do tricks to them? All the time, yeah. Well, maybe not all the time, but like when I'm preparing for a yo-yo contest, I'm yo-yoing to music all the time. Is that an unreleased yo-yo? It is. Onion. Onion on my nose? Not on my nose, I'm not doing that, but we'll do the onion. Explain to me like I'm a small child or a golden retriever. What is 1A 5A? Okay. You want me to talk in a voice like I'm talking to a golden retriever? I'm not gonna do that on stream. We're not doing that. But I can explain it to you as if you've never yo-yoed before. So, 1A yo-yo. One yo-yo, one string connected to your finger, just like this. This is a 1A yo-yo. 2A is going to be 2 yo-yos, 2 strings, and you're gonna put one on your right hand, you put one on your left hand, and these yo-yos, they're a little bit different. These are called looping yo-yos. So these ones are a lot slimmer, and they're actually responsive. So these are like classic yo-yos that are kind of come back to your hand, and you do these types of tricks. These are called looping tricks when you do this kind of stuff. I'm not very good at this because this is not my main style, but there are some people that are very good at this style. So yeah, I'm not one of the people that's really good at it, but I can do just a little bit like this. So yeah, that's kind of the idea of this style of yo-yo. This is 2A. And then 3A yo-yo is going to be where you have 2 yo-yos, 2 strings, each on a different hand, except this time, these yo-yos are going to be, unresponsive yo-yos. So these are the ones that don't come back to your hand unless you do a trick called a bind to bring them back. So 2A is with 2 of these unresponsive yo-yos. So it allows you to do a lot of tricks you can't do with the 2A because you're actually involving landing the yo-yos on the strings, as you can see. This is another very difficult style of yo-yo, as you can probably imagine. But yeah, all sorts of different possibilities with this, like these kind of tricks. You can do all sorts of cool tricks with it. So yeah, that's 3A. And then 4A yo-yo is, do I have one set up? That is the question. Yes, I do. So this is a 4A yo-yo. It's an extra big yo-yo, like this. And this one is set to not be attached to the string. So you can see it's not connected, and when you want to bring it back, you throw the string into the gap of the yo-yo, and it will come back to your hand. So these ones, as you can imagine, this style is very risky because you can drop it at any time. It could go flying across the room. It could hit walls. It could break things. And yeah, it's just a risky style of yo-yo overall. Oh, I almost dropped it there actually. But yeah, that's 4A yo-yo. And then the final of the main styles is 5A, which, just like 1A, one yo-yo, one string on one hand, except instead of being connected to your finger, you have a counterweight at the end of the string, so it's actually not connected to your hand at all. The yo-yo is connected to the string, but it's not connected to your hand, as you can see. See that? So this allows for all sorts of new tricks where you're doing, it's almost like the 1A style, except with a second moving piece at the same time. But it's not quite like the 3A style, because 3A has two different yo-yos that are both landing on strings. This is just one yo-yo landing on strings, but you have another moving piece that's either bouncing off of body parts or using momentum to like push the yo-yo around in new ways, stuff like that. But yeah, all sorts of tricks you can do with this as well. And cool tricks like this too. There we go. Alright, those are the 5 main styles of yo-yo. Thought there's 1 with 2 yo-yos but off string. Yeah, so that's actually not considered its own style. That's called solo ham. I don't have 2 yo-yos set up to do that right now, sadly. I keep forgetting to set them up, but I can also do that. Have a couple videos on my channel doing that. What's up, Luke? I should grab another water. What is that behind you? A wall? It is in fact a wall. You're going to Nats? Let's go, Luke. How many competitions have you competed at, or have you competed at this year? Like, have I already competed, or how many I will compete at? I've only competed at 1 contest so far this year, but I plan on competing at 3 total. Where's the ghost knife guy? Probably at his house, or working, I don't know. I gotta do another collab with him soon. I know he said he wanted to, but we just never got around to doing it. Membership giveaway at 100 likes? Why not? Yo, you guys should double tap that screen if you haven't already. Double tap, double tap. Double tap that screen. We might be able to hit 100 viewers on the stream. It's very strange how, like, early on in this stream, I had like only 7 viewers for like 15 minutes straight, I think. And then it just started gradually going back up. What's up, gamer of hobbies? I will head out here decently soon, I think, though. Because I am pretty tired. What happened? It was at 6 people when I joined. I know, right? Bro, it's so weird. Like, you know, my average viewers lately on YouTube, my average viewers on lives have probably been like in the 60s or 70s for like the majority of the stream. And now it's like, today it was like 6 or 7 viewers for like 15 minutes. And then now it's like 85 an hour later. It just makes no sense. Is 6A a thing? Not really. Do you have a Diablo? I have a couple, yeah. I'm actually friends with the best Diablo artist in the world, Spyros Bros. We've collabed before. What yo-yo was that? This is a super secret yo-yo. Shh. Shh. You don't know what this yo-yo is yet. Maybe you do. Some of you might know, possibly. Probably not, though. There's a chance Yo-Yo Factory people have leaked this yo-yo, but I don't think so. You're going to the Dallas Yo-Yo Club tomorrow? You can tell us, we won't tell anyone. You guys will tell everyone. What do you mean? You guys will not keep that a secret for 4 seconds. I don't know why 4 seconds just came into my head, but it did. You have a glow-in-the-dark yo-yo? I have some, yeah. Behind the back gorilla hop, and literally I don't know any yo-yoer that can actually do that. How do you do a behind the back gorilla hop? That's insane. That's not possible, I don't think. Lick the secret yo-yo? Nah. Jerry, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Let's go, let's go. Now this yo-yo is not 60, because at least in my opinion, 60 millimeter yo-yos, like they'll be great for like sort of tricks like hops, like these kind of tricks. A 60 millimeter yo-yo will be great for, but it will lack a lot more in like higher complexity tricks, like tricks that have a lot of layers of string, tricks with complex multi-step elements, stuff like that. Those are a lot more limiting with a really like wide, like 60 millimeter yo-yo. They'll be good for 5A for sure. Yeah, but if you're talking about 1A, I mean, you won't be a well-rounded player if you're using that wide usually. You gotta have like a really, like it won't make you be able to do those tricks. Like you'll have to try harder on some tricks, but other tricks will be easier to do on that wide. But like the reason this yo-yo is as wide as it is because I think it's the perfect balance of the maximum width you can get on a yo-yo without it compromising how complex the tricks you can do with it are. I have $500 I'm about to donate to you. That would be crazy. I've only had one $500 dono ever, and I wrote their name on one of my yo-yos. So, just saying, if you do that, maybe I'll write your name on a yo-yo, permanent marker. I still have my $500 dono on one of my yo-yos. It's still there. His name is Ryland. We are all waiting, LOL. Alright, see ya, Jovan. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Nice. What's up, Cooper? You gotta try, oh, Qatar, that is a secret yo-yo as well. That is also top secret yo-yo. I know what it is, but I don't think I'm allowed to say what it is. Are you sure that vid wasn't filmed in Norway? I am 100% sure. I've never been in Norway. What's up, Fong? How you doing? Thank you. $5,000. Can I have my name on the wall? What's up, the best bacon? Bro, this trick is impossible. No. Oh, we hit it. Was it one that will be released, or is it just a one-time thing? I think it's being released. I'm not positive though. If you're talking about that one yo-yo you were talking about, this yo-yo for sure is being released though. Going, Hunter. What's up, Daniel? It's going well. Actually getting ready to head out here shortly. So you guys should ask your last minute questions in the chat. I'll try to answer as many of them as I can. Why haven't memberships been given out? I don't know. Sometimes people just prefer to give either gifts or donos. I'll have to take a look at your shop. Yo, sick. Thank you, Kataro. Yeah, if you're wondering about things that like a lot of what I have, Yo-Yo Factory will also have, but I do sell some things that they don't have, such as yo-yo string. Like I have the best yo-yo string available in the world on my shop, which is called Original Throw String. There are 4 different varieties that I sell. I think one of them's out of stock right now, which is my signature string, but the other ones are still there, and they're all very good. Well, some of them, like the OT Slim string, is meant for 2A yo-yo, so I wouldn't recommend that unless you're into 2A. The other ones, the normal string and the fat string, both are going to be great for if you're doing pretty much any style. Any style other than 2A, let me clarify. Daniel, see you at club. Oh yeah, you guys are both the the Texas yo-yo gang. Well, I know Luke isn't from Texas, but you're close enough. What flag is that in the vid? It was a Norwegian flag in my short. I can confirm that. But that doesn't mean it was Norway. Come to this tutorial Tuesday lives, that is true. Do you know what strings come with the Yo-Yo Factory yo-yos in box? That's just Yo-Yo Factory's like cheap string that comes with their yo-yos. So that one's just, they use that as like a cheap way to be able to have yo-yos come supplied with strings. But if you want like the strings that all the pro yo-yoers are using, they're all going to be using something like Original Throw String. Is probably the most popular one right now. 2A is a style with 2 responsive yo-yos at the same time. That is true. I follow you on all socials. I'm a big fan. Yo, let's go, Bill John Pork. The nickname, or the username, I love it. John Pork. Alright, you want to see the DNA trick? Here we go. Yo, Jeanette, if you want to get yourself some great yo-yos, head over to hunteryoyos.com. You can buy them over there. I do sell the yo-yos, and they directly support my YouTube channel, so highly recommend that. What's up, Bumpy? I remember you. Yo, thank you, Archer. So I have to go to your YouTube channel, buy it. Oh no, I sell them on my website, hunteryoyos.com. And yes, I actually do go live every day. And I've been going live every day for over 5 months now. His website, hunteryoyos.com, in fact. Guys, I think I'm going to get heading out of the live here, so thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you double tap the screen, hit subscribe, and then if any of you guys want to pick yourself up a yo-yo, head over to hunteryoyos.com, like you see Daniel just put in the chat. His website is hunteryoyos.com. Go to that website if you guys are interested in picking yourself up yo-yos. That's the place to go. And I will see you guys all on the live tomorrow. Bye.